city you performed in and why?
Worst city
I can answer that for him. I can answer that for you. Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh, yeah.
And for this reason, and this reason only, for some reason there is some tradition with the local law enforcement to tase the local main event after the Saturday Night Late Show. So,
has anybody in here ever been to Shreveport? Do you know downtown there, right across from the casino, there's that like 3 or 4 block radius of just bars and restaurants, right? And I don't know if it's the same now, but down there they had a separate police force that wore orange shirts that policed just that area, that only answered to the orange shirts. So listen, if you ever heard of a guy named Josh Brolin getting tased in Shreveport, same group of cops. So on Thursday night, I show up and the guy goes to me, he goes, hey. And I go, yeah. And he goes, hey, just so you know, we tased the headlining comic on Saturday. And I was like, yeah. Because of course that's not real, right? And Friday night they come by and they're like, you ready? I'm like, ah. And one of the waitstaff walked by and was like, don't laugh. And I said, why? And she goes, it only makes it worse.
Sounds like she's in on it.
Oh, dude, they all knew. So then Saturday night came, and I got my paycheck, and the manager goes, "Are you ready?" I go, "For what?" She was like, "You know, you're getting tased. They're waiting outside the office." And I was like, "No, they're police officers." And she was like, "Yeah." So I walk out, and there's 3 of them, 2 with tasers and 1 with a camera.
With a camera.
And so I was like, "Are you guys serious?" And they were like, "Yeah. We just tase everybody, just, you know, like as a welcome to Shreveport." I'm like, I'm not sure you know the meaning of that word.
Fuck that.
And he was like, "You can either get the gun, you know, that one, the boom, and dun, like that, or we can give you 1 in each leg." Because they had the zzz. And I said, "I'll take the 1 in each leg." And I go, "Hey, but that guy's gonna have to put down the camera." And then he was like, "Why?" I said, "Well, I can't fall, man. This is where I make my money, dude. I can't be falling face first." And he was like, "No, we'll hold you up, 1 arm." And I go, "Okay." And they just fucking zzz, zzz. And has anyone been tased in here before? Yeah, that's not a huge surprise.
Yeah, both of you, not a big surprise at all. No, not.
This kid fucking dude. Yeah, and so it was not pleasant. I will tell you though, like, oddly, I felt it in 3 places. My leg, and directly on my butthole.
Why?
I don't know if that channels the electricity or whatever. If that skin's tougher or thicker, or I don't know. But it was like, oh! Yeah, it was.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yeah.
For sure.
San Antonio, I had my first MILF experience. Dude, okay. I used to work at this place called Dick's Last Resort. For those of you who don't know, the people who work there are allowed to be assholes to you. That's the deal. And at first they hired me to check IDs, but I was roasting people. So the people in the line were watching me roast somebody with their license, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't need to hear that about myself. Just going for a drink, you know?" The night they took me out the door, this dude wanted to fucking kill me. He was walking up, he was a shorter dude, and where you checked ideas was elevated. And he was walking up to the door, and I saw him, and I go, "Hey there, little buddy. Are you climbing up here tonight?" They don't. He was like, "Fuck yeah!" And I was like, "Come up here, dude. We should hug it out." You know what I mean? But so one day, they moved me to the bar. And one day, there was these 3 30-something women who came, and they sat down at my bar. And one of the women was chatting me up a lot. And I was like, okay. And her friends were like, hey, we're taking off. And she goes, yeah, I'm going to stay. She goes, their friends were like, okay. Now, I was in college. I had only ever talked to college girls, not like an adult. So I didn't know how to flirt with adults. You know? And she said, so I'm going to stay and talk to you. And I go, cool. And I go, but you're going to be here by yourself? You're not nervous to be here by yourself? And she goes, no, I'm not nervous. But you should be. And I was like, did I just come? Because here's the deal. What I learned from that experience is that young dudes have MILF fantasies, but they're not ready. Because at 22, you're still having sex with somebody who's like, oh my God, that's amazing. Oh my God, I love that. Oh my God, that's perfect right there. Oh my God. Oh my God, I just came again. Oh my God. That is not what it's like having sex with an adult. So, this woman, we're talking for like an hour, and she slides over a napkin. She goes, write down your address. I'm coming to get you at 8 o'clock. And I got home, and I lived with a bunch of meatheads. I ran in that house like, guys, guess what? Guess what? Guess what I'm going to do tonight? I'm going to have sex with a grown-up. So, she pulls into the driveway at 8 in her minivan. And my buddy looks out the window and he goes, hey, Wolf! Your mom's here! And so, I did run out to that van like I was on a play date. I was fucking psyched. And I get in the van and I got $100 in my pocket. It was the 90s. $100 at that time to me was a lot of fucking money. That was it, dude. I was working. I did not grow up with money. $100 in my pocket, and I was just hoping that was going to pay for dinner, you know? So she's backing out of the driveway, and I was like, so are we going to dinner? Or? She goes, no. I said, oh. Are we gonna go dancing? And she goes, no. I go, what are we doing? She goes, we're going to the park to fuck in the van. Yeah, I was like, I guess I don't need this $100 then. My guy, she drove us to Breckenridge Park. We pull into a parking spot, and she looks at me and she goes, hey, help me put these car seats in the back. That made it so much more real, you know? And what I mean by young dudes aren't ready, because young guys have very fragile egos when it comes to sex and having sex and being in bed. And as a young man, you're not ready, and this is what happened to me. You're not ready to be having sex with a woman and laying it down. And have her just grab you by the face and go, what the fuck are you doing? That stuck with me for a while. And I was like, what? She goes, do me a favor, just lay on your back. I go, what do you want to do? What do you want me to do? She goes, nothing. You don't even have to touch me, to tell you the truth. Guys, I had fucked somebody before. I had never been fucked before. That was crazy. Dude, I laughed, I cried. She fucking slapped me once. And when I sat up, I had 3 Cheerios on my back. I was like, I hope you break out the Capri Sun and orange slices. That feels like I need one of
Does my wife hold it when I pee? Not anymore. I don't know. I don't like it. Some guys in here like it. I don't like it. No, it feels like someone else is flying the ship. I don't like that shit. And anybody who's ever had it done for them, they're not responsible with it. They she thought she was Luke Skywalker. She was like, she hit everything, dude. She's like, this is so much fun. I'd do this all the time. I'm like, you'd pee all over the bathroom all the time? Monkey, what are you doing? Because when it's flaccid, she's like, it's much more like a toy. You can do other things with it. When it's hard, you can really only do one thing with it. But when it's flaccid, there's a bunch of different stuff to do with it. I'm like, not really. What are we saying right now? Sorry about that.
Why did you only point at me? Both of us are up here.
Yeah, well, because...
I have a hard enough time making it in the bowl just by myself. I don't need somebody else's help.
Yeah, okay. That's an unfortunate sight into your life right now, but okay.
Do you do that?
Yeah.
I hate
I think
that.
I think I have like 2 or 3 holes down there. I'm not sure.
Jesus.
I should probably get that checked out, right?
I was just gonna say.
What the Yo, dude, but that would be weird if you did have 3 and you never knew which hole it was going to come out of, like a mini golf course.
Did you say?
Like a mini golf course, you know, it has one hole there and one there, and you're like, I don't know which one the ball's coming out of, and every morning you're like, you had to kind of 3 aim it at once.
Or just like a sprinkler.
Yeah, dude, that would be amazing. Bing! Yeah. Any other questions?